Thank you for tuning in to 26 Sports. It's your host, Mike Reza. I'm on today with a very special guest, one of the hottest and best up and coming prospects in all of boxing right now, the one and only Raymond Danger Muratalla. Now, did I say your name right, bro? I just want to make sure I don't mess that up.
Yeah, yeah, you said it right, man.
All
How
right,
you
cool,
doing,
cool,
man?
cool. I'm doing good, man. How about you?
I'm good, man. Thank you.
Good. Yeah, man. So I had to get you on. You're actually going to be fighting in my hometown coming up in about 2 months. Uh, you've been out the
Okay.
ring for a little bit. So how you, as a young prospect, how you take that time off? I'm pretty sure you want to be in the ring more active consistently. So how do you take that time off and enjoy it?
Um, for me, man, I just continue to just work, man. That's just my mindset. I just want to keep myself in the gym, try to stay in shape, and just keep working on things I need to work on.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. And I mean,
You know.
I know with the gym you're at, obviously Robert Garcia. Shout out to Robert Garcia Boxing. You guys are constantly working, constantly grinding. So, how much does that work, even if you're not, fighting right away? How much does that work help you out?
I mean, it helps out a lot, man, because you're definitely just staying in shape, and then like there's just so many people that come in for sparring, and it's just like you just have to stay in shape because you never know who's coming through that gym, and it just keeps you on your toes, keeps you just in shape, man. Just that's just been my mindset too. It's just like I feel like if I just keep staying in the gym and just working on the stuff I need to work on, then it's just gonna help my game and I'm just gonna improve as a fighter.
Definitely. And speaking about improving, you went on a run where you had 6 stoppages. Then you had a fight where you had to go to decision. But in that fight, I think compared to your other fights where you were, stopping these guys, knocking them out, we've seen more of not just your power, but your all around technical ability. So you would attribute that, being in the gym to showing your class going better and better, right?
Exactly. Yeah, I feel like styles make fights, I think. So yeah, it was just one of those fights where it just get to show a different side of me, and I think the best is yet to come for me. Like I still have a lot more to show, and I think with my next opponents and just fighting at a higher standard, and I'm just gonna just show the world what I have.
Definitely, man. And like I said, we've seen it. You fought in your last fight. I believe it was Miguel Contreras, right? In your last fight, and
Yeah,
he's known as a tougher fighter. He's not easy to beat. He only had a draw, I believe, up to that point, and you took his O away in losses. So when you had that fight, what was it that you seen, and what helped you lead to get that stoppage against a fighter like that?
yeah, we knew he was a tough fighter. We know he was gonna come, he was gonna fight, he wasn't gonna give up. And then that was just my mindset for that fight. I was just well, it kind of is for every fight. I just try to figure out how to break down my opponent, and that's what I did. I knew he was tough, but I think I'm tougher, so I'm gonna keep pushing him. And I remember like in the beginning of the fight, I was kind of letting him just throw a lot, and I was just finding my openings and just later on in the fight, I was just picking him apart and just took him out.
And I mean, and you did get that stoppage, man. And as I go through and we look back at all your fights so far, you fought, mostly just the West Coast so far in your career. You did have a couple fights early in your career in Tijuana. Um, is there a specific spot, like a dream location where you would love to have a fight one day?
Um, yeah, I think it'll probably be like where are people fighting at? I think like in Dubai or something.
Dubai, yeah,
Yeah, I think that'll be dope to fight over there.
that's where the
Hell
money's
yeah,
at. They say,
yeah.
yeah,
Nah, I think
okay.
it'll be dope as hell to fight over there.
Yeah. So you'd love to fight Dubai, okay? And now I got a couple questions here from some of the viewers here. Santoyo Media wants to know, how did the move from 140 to 135 come about for you?
How did the Say that again? I'm sorry.
Did the move down from 140 to 135? He wants to know how that came about.
Um, well, in the beginning when I started, I was at 140. I didn't really know how to cut weight, and then we were introduced to this guy. His name is Daniel, and he just showed me how to cut weight the right way, and then and then from then I just started fighting at 135.
Okay, yeah, and you know what? And that was actually the next question, Luis wanted to know how did you handle being getting the weight cut from being such a bigger guy, but you pretty much just said it right now. You had someone that pretty much like a
Yeah.
nutritionist, right?
Yeah, he was a nutritionist and he just man, he helped me out so much. Before I wasn't doing nothing right. And then it's just crazy how much he helped me and just how much he made the process a little bit more easier.
That's good, man. So you feel now at 135 you carry your power even better because you might be a naturally bigger guy, but you know how to cut your weight down, right?
Yeah, exactly. So
Okay.
yeah, man, I feel good at 135 and then when it's time to move up, I move up.
Yeah, definitely. And then you're still young, so I mean, enjoy that weight right now while you got it, because once you get up to my age,
Yeah.
bro, that weight sticks with you. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, like I was talking with you, man. Your brother has a fight this Saturday, and I always ask this when I know you got siblings that are doing the same sport at the same time. Is there any rivalry like between you guys when you guys have fights around the same time? Like, oh, I got the knockout, you didn't. Anything like that between you two?
Nah, not at all. Not at all. If anything, I'm hoping he gets a knockout rather than me.
Yeah.
I want his fights to be as easy as they can, man. No, we weren't raised like that. My dad kind of he kind of raised us to be like best friends. We're never like ever going at it, or even like when we spar each other, they always ask me like, does he beat me up? Do I beat him up? Like it's never like that.
Mm.
It's always learning with us, and that's how my dad was raising us, just to learn off each other.
Yeah, and besides being in Robert Garcia's gym, being with your brother who's also a professional fighter, and he's at bantamweight, so he's quicker. Does that help you when you get in the ring against these guys at 135? Maybe some of them that are moving down from 140 to make the fight. Does that help you more too?
Exactly, yeah, yeah. So for fights that we need that our opponent is faster, then we'll use him. He's quick as hell, man.
Yeah.
So we'll use him, and then we'll just get ready, and then yeah.
So, which fighters have you sparred the most at the well, Robert?
Damn, there's just too many people. There's too many names. Um, yeah, there's just a lot of names, bro. I don't even know where to start.
But you've sparred I mean, obviously, world champions, contenders, up and comers, prospects. Has there ever been one of them that you remember that sparring session more than others, like going forward?
Every sparring, man. Every sparring is a hard, tough sparring. Whether they're smaller than me, bigger than me, I kind of just make it tough for myself. And yeah, every sparring, man, is hard, man.
Definitely. And then, as you said, being in that gym, there's so many, so you probably got work all the time that you got more than
Yeah.
what anybody else does. Now, being from Fontana, right? What led you to boxing, and have you ever participated in any other sports growing up?
What led me to boxing? Just I was young, man. I was like six or seven. My dad just put me in the sport. I didn't know nothing about sports. He just put me in. He kind of just started me off there at a gym, and then ever since I never played any other sport. I kind of just loved boxing, stuck with it, and never played any other sport.
Now, was there maybe a fight that you seen when you were younger that completely like just you knew that this is what you wanted to do as a fighter growing up?
Um, a specific fight, no, but there is just a lot of fighters that I'll watch. I'll watch a lot of Roy Jones. I used to watch him a lot. Um, who else? A lot of Oscar De La Hoya, a lot of Marquez,
Okay, yeah, 135.
and
Yeah.
yeah, just all those guys around that time. Pacquiao, all those guys, man. I was just watch them and watch their highlights, and yeah.
Yeah. And have you ever had a chance to meet any of those fighters? Through just by meeting them because of people or just possibly even in the gyms.
Not yet,
No.
not yet. I haven't.
Now, well, Roy Jones, because his style is so unique. It wasn't the typical stand and trade. It was, he was so athletically gifted, and he was so
Hmm.
fast. Like as we spoke about, what was it that just captured you with him? Because with me, I'm the same way. Roy Jones was one of my favorite fighters to watch because of his style. It was, it seemed so easy from, but we know it's not. But it
Hmm.
just seemed that way. What was it that grabbed your attention about his style?
Just as his speed, his accuracy, he was just explosive, and then just like how comfortable he was in the ring. He just like nothing really bothered him.
Yeah,
Like he would just stay in his zone. He'll have fun and just beat up guys.
yeah, definitely. I mean, he moved up to heavyweight and handled that guy like it was nothing. John Reese. So
Yeah.
yeah, so that's definitely a good one to have. So those are the ones that used to fight. Which fighters now maybe do you watch to try to take something from the game, or just watch just because you enjoy watching the sport?
Canelo. I watch I watch him a lot every time he fights. I watch Canelo mostly. Um, and just anybody who fights anybody, Terrence Crawford, Earl Spence, all the top guys. All the
Okay,
top guys I watch.
perfect. Then another question I like asking this too, just to any fighter. Is there any fighter, we'll say previous, so any retired fighter or fighter that may have passed on, that after you watching them fights and seeing how they were in the ring, that you would have loved to just share the ring with one time? Any fighter from the past,
Hmm.
any weight class.
Any weight class. I think Roy Jones would be an interesting fight with me.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, I always ask that because I've had one dude tell me that he would have fought a heavyweight Mike Tyson. And he was like at 132. I was like, all right, come on, dude. He's like, all right. He's like, you got to test yourself. And I was like, all right, all right. So yeah, that's why I ask any
Yeah.
weight class. But yeah, that's
Damn,
that's
that's
a
a
good
hard
one to
ass
go.
test right there.
Yeah, that's a good one to go, man. I mean, like we said, Roy Jones is one of those fighters that was hard to figure out, and it would have been a good fight on good test, as you said.
Yeah,
Yeah, definitely.
definitely.
So, as we said, you're coming up, you're getting promoted more. Everybody's starting to talk about you a lot more as one of these top prospects. You're at 135, and that weight class is on fire right now. You got fighters like Garcia, Devin Haney, Shakur Stevenson just got into that weight class. Some of these guys I know you've had previous, encounters in amateur days. I believe Garcia you have. What do
Yeah.
you see in them? And do you hope you're able to fight a couple of them before they're out of the weight class?
Yeah, I mean, each one of those guys you named, they're all good. I think all of them will give me a hard time, but I just don't see myself losing to any of them.
And what Ryan? Because again, you fought him in the amateur days. What have you seen from him then to now that maybe you feel he's improved on? From when you first originally met in the ring.
Everything he's is improved on. I mean, the way he used to fight in the amateurs is kind of the same way he fights now. It's just everything's improved faster, stronger. He's bigger now. But yeah, man, he's improved a lot and he's doing well.
Yeah, that is true. And he's got his fight with Tank coming up. I believe in April. So who do you think is going to get that victory coming up to that fight?
I think that's a tough one, man. It's hard. Um I don't know, man. I think Ryan could pull it off.
You think you can pull it off? All right.
It's a tough one, but I think he could pull it off.
But would you say that Tank is the favorite for a reason?
Probably. I don't
Yeah,
know.
because I know a lot of people question Ryan for he was dropped once, by a fighter that's not considered a big puncher, but
Hmm.
as you said, he's looks a lot bigger, he looks stronger, he looks faster, and then Tank, he hasn't fought somebody maybe as strong as Ryan, but I also think for Tank, he's got a lot of help in the fact that the majority of the guys he's fought have all been 3 or 4 inches taller than him, so he's used to fighting the bigger
Hmm.
guys. That's honestly what I think
Yeah,
makes this fight so much better.
yeah. I mean, that'll be a good fight to watch, man, and hopefully it goes.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I hope it goes, man. So far, everything looks like the fights are coming through, so hopefully that one goes. Now, as you
Yeah.
said, you enjoy watching fights: Crawford, Spence, Canelo, all of these guys. With the Crawford and Spence fight, seeing off and on consistently, are you at a point, even though you like both of those fighters, where that fight might not be as big to you if it finally does come off this year?
I actually like both of the fighters. I like the way both of them fight, and then if they do fight, I'm definitely gonna watch.
Yeah, definitely.
I love to see them fight.
Yeah. But has the negotiations, how it's prolonged, has that taken maybe anything away from like your excitement to watch it, or it don't matter? You're gonna watch it when it comes up.
Yeah, I don't. It don't matter to me, man. If they fight, they fight. I'm gonna watch.
Definitely. Now you also mentioned Canelo. So we all know, he had a tough fight last year with Bivol. I think it was the first time maybe since Mayweather that we actually seen Canelo possibly outclassed.
Hmm.
He wants to fight Bivol again. He says if they are to fight again, 168 or 175, do you think he has a chance of winning, or do you think he should steer clear of Bivol?
Yeah, I think Bivol is just too much of a bigger guy. I don't know if Canelo could get that one. I think the Bivol is just too big. He knows how to use his weight. He knows how to use his reach. He's a good fighter also.
Yeah. If they're to meet at 168, do you think that that's going to be maybe more of an advantage for Canelo, seeing that Bivol will come down?
Um, I guess a little bit, but I don't really think so.
Yeah. I think Bivol says he can make 168 easy, so I don't know. It might be even a better weight for him as opposed to 175, so that
Yeah,
could be bigger problems. So,
yeah,
do you have any idea who you're gonna face when you fight here in March, or is the name just being thrown around right now?
yeah. Not yet, man. I
Yeah.
don't have any confirmed names yet.
Okay. And how many fights do you want to get in this year? As you move up the ranks.
At least three. At least three, four,
Four. Okay.
five.
As many as you can,
Many.
right?
Yeah, as long as I'm healthy, man, I'm ready to fight.
Okay. So maybe by the end of the year, would you like to possibly be in, some sort of eliminator, or maybe just one to get into the top, 15, 10 of any of the rankings?
Hopefully, man.
Yeah.
That's what I'm that's what I'm trying to do with these fights. I'm just trying to keep getting fights, stay active, and hopefully I get my shot.
All right. Now, personally, do you think you're ready for one of the top, I will say top 15 fighters at 135?
Yeah, absolutely, man.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I think I'm more than ready.
All right. And is there any fighter specifically at that weight class that you've seen fight that you think you could get him?
Honestly, bro, I want the belt, so whoever has the belts when it's my time, that's all I'm going for right now.
Perfect. Okay. Now, as we were talking about, 135 hot, 140 looks like it's going to be picking up as well. So, would you like to stay at 135 at least for a few years before moving to 140, or if they gave you a shot at 140, would you jump at it?
I plan on staying on 135 for a little bit
Okay.
until it makes sense to go to 140. And like you said, maybe something opens up at 140. I might take it.
Okay. Perfect. Now, other fighters around, prospects around your weight class, or maybe even just around your age, is there anybody that you see that you admire just, from afar, the work that they put in and how they've, come up so far?
Um, Off the top of my head, I can't even. No, I don't even.
No. Okay.
Couldn't even give you a name.
All right. Now, just because again you're in Robert's gym, how was it to see the explosion of Bam last year? He like I told a lot of people in 2021 we were talking about this kid's gonna be next. He's got a few fights, and then he instead just jumps up and starts beating world champions, former world champions, and not just beating them but dominating them. How did it feel, for you seeing what he does in the gym to just come so fast for him last year?
It's crazy, man. He's just one of those guys that's just always in the gym too. He just stays disciplined and he's dedicated and like where it got him. So it was just crazy to watch it and just happy for him, man. That shit's
Yeah.
dope.
Yeah, that was fast, man. Like I seen him when he fought out here in 2021, and in person, I could see the skills and the abilities, and I said, okay, this kid's gonna be next when he finally comes up. And I'm thinking, hey,
Yeah,
it's gonna be maybe a year or two. Just goes out there and beats Quadras, sorry, Vingsai, and made it look easy. Honestly, it was impressive to see, but
yeah.
I felt like it was coming.
That's the thing, man. You just never know when your opportunity is ready and he stayed in the gym and he was ready for it.
Exactly. Um, So now as we talked about, you're going to be in Fresno March 25th. A lot of the guys on that card are going to be from your gym. Does that make some of those fights even more, exciting for you because you get to maybe after your fight go see a fellow stablemate in the ring? Does that make it more exciting for you because you could go celebrate with them after the win?
Yeah, I love watching the people that fight from our gym, man, because we see each other almost every day. We're training, we see each other putting in the work. So anytime we see each other fight, man, is dope. I like it.
Yeah, and I got a question, man. You guys got this heavyweight in the gym, Antonio Morales or Mirales.
Yeah.
It was he 6'8". When you see him in the gym, like what was your first thought the first time you seen him actually like training and sparring to where you see now? But what was the first thought like seeing someone that big in the gym?
That's exactly what I thought. I was like, damn, this was big as hell. But it's crazy because he's so athletic, man. Like just when we're doing like strength and conditioning, it's just to watch him do everything that we do is kind of crazy because he's so big.
Yeah,
But yeah, it's cool to watch though.
yeah. I mean, first time I seen him, I was just like, because I'm 6'1", so I'm told I'm a tall
Oh,
guy.
okay.
But then I see him, and I'm just like, damn, you know what? I'm gonna just stay over here because that dude's big. And then I seen him fight, and I was like, God damn, man, like, and then his punches they
Yeah,
sound so hard. Obviously just because how big he is, but it just seems like so naturally strong. Now, you
yeah.
said you would take anybody from any weight. Would you spar with him if given a chance?
Oh no, man, I'm cool off him. I don't need to spar him. I don't need to spar him.
Yeah, man. But yeah, I'm just saying. I seen him in the gym, or I seen him in the press conferences, and I was just like, man, that dude's big. And they're like, yeah, that's Antonio. I was like, damn, that dude's. He kind of looks like he's just gonna. And then he looks so nice. Like he was real respectful, and then he
Yeah,
gets in the ring, and I'm like, God damn, this dude seems like a monster. So
yeah. He's cool people, man. He's very good people, man. He's cool as hell.
yeah. And now, uh, your brother fights Saturday, San Bernardino. What's the plans for him? After the fight, if he pulls out the victory, what you guys got planned for him?
I couldn't even tell you. I don't even know what we got planned. We usually plan on the spot, but
Okay.
um, but yeah, I can't wait for his fight, man. He's more than ready. It's gonna be a good one. All those guys that are fighting that card, it's gonna be a good one.
Yeah, it's a good card. I like seeing cards like that, and I'm really excited for Robert to be putting on shows like that for everybody. It gives all the fighters a chance to do something. So I really like that. And then it's a part of the pro am
Yeah,
tournament as well, right?
yeah,
Yeah, so that's
yeah.
perfect, man. Now, couple last questions. Obviously you did say you don't have really issues making weight anymore, uh, but you still you got to make sure you're at weight. So after either the weigh in or the day after the fight, what's the one thing that you go to, as your go to meal after finally making weight or getting through the fight? What's your go to meal after?
Usually after weigh-ins, man, I still keep it clean. Still try to keep it clean to what I was eating before weigh-ins, because I didn't want to. Because there was one time where I ate something different and I felt like shit. I was like throwing up, and I still had a fight like that. So that kind of changed my mentality and I kind of wanted to eat what I was used to
Eat.
eating.
All
But after the fight, then that's when I go get my pizza. That's
okay.
when I go get my pizza, chips, anything, bro.
All right. So your pizza's the go to after the fights and everything, right?
After the fight,
All
yeah.
right. So what's the favorite type of pizza then?
Um, what you mean, like topping wise?
No, 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 like place from, because like here in Fresno we got a lot of locations around here that are like more homegrown as opposed to like the big pizza places. So which one's your go to? Is it a
Yeah.
homegrown one or a big one?
It's usually whatever I'm next to. I'm
Okay.
not I'm not really a picky guy. Just give me a pizza, bro.
All right, we got you. Well, you know what? When you come out here, bro, let me know after your fight. We got some pizza out here for you, or if anything, man, we got taco trucks like crazy out here. I already told Robert a couple times. We got a lot of food out here. Just let
Okay.
me know. We got you guys
Sounds good, man.
for sure. We get you
Hell
guys
yeah.
out here. Yeah. Now, so you said you want this. You want at least 3 fights. If you get through this one unscathed, no cuts or anything. Would you be looking for maybe May, early June for your next one?
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah,
Hopefully they have something, they got something lined up. I'll be ready. Yeah, if I'm healthy, man, I'm telling you, I'll be ready.
perfect. Now you did say in Dubai for your fight, but hometown fighters like fighting in hometown. You see, Jose is going to be fighting in Fresno again. So many of these guys fight in their hometown. How special would be it for you if you were able to fight at least in Fontana somewhere or somewhere nearby to where all your friends and family could go meet up with you?
Yeah, that'll be amazing, man. If I could get a hometown fight, that'll be crazy, man. I have so much family, so much support that will come out. It'll that'll be a good one.
Yeah, and I could attest to you got a lot of friends and family, man. As soon as your dad posted that, I started getting comments and follow requests for you about you being on today. So I could attest that you got a big following for you, man.
Yeah,
So that's good. So yeah, that's what I wanted
yeah,
to ask because I know a lot of people would love to shine for their hometown. You and I could tell you enjoy being from Fontana. You love repping it. So yeah, I just got to ask that because I know
yeah,
every town has a special feeling when you're from there. Like me, I'm being from Fresno, man. I'm real proud of that. Even though sometimes we get put on the news for some stupid stuff, but I'm proud to be from
yeah,
Fresno. So yeah, definitely. So
yeah.
last question for you, man. You got that big fight coming up. Yeah, here we go. This guy just asked. He said tacos, pizza, teppanyaki, and mariscos for you if you come through.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, that's my boy
Sounds good.
Rick. That's my boy Rick. So yeah, he's letting you know. But yeah, so you got the fight coming up. You're getting in your zone. What type of music do you listen to help you get like settled in? Is there any type of music or specific artist that you listen to get in there?
Not specific. I listen to a lot of shit. Mostly rap, hip hop. Yeah, whatever they're playing at the gym. I don't really need music, man. I just
You're just in the
when I'm
zone.
once I'm focused, yeah, I'm in my zone, man.
Yeah, and honestly, man, I could tell you, seeing you in the ring, I could see like it seems like from walkout to the ring, I could see that switch is hit because you go from like having this real happy exterior and then the light switches and that's it. I'll just see you ready to go and I'm just like, all right, here we go. So honestly, man,
Yeah,
I'm excited to see you in the ring in person because I've seen you grow up pretty much through the prospect stage to being on the contender stage right now. So I'm excited to see you, and I hope we get to see you. Hopefully get to interview that week too. But I know it's hard during fight week, but as you're making your way,
yeah.
I think it's gonna be a lot
I know
easier for you.
that's the toughest time, the fight week, man. Like you're cutting weight, your mood is not the same. You're not feeling the same. You feel like shit, but
Yeah.
but we'll see what we can do, man.
Yeah, I had one fighter. I won't say his name so he don't get mad, but he cussed me out during fight week because he had asked me. He goes, "Hey, see me during the week. We'll set something up." So I hit him up, and he was
Yeah.
like, "Man, what the fuck, bro? I'm trying to cut weight. I'm in the sauna." I was like, "Hey, bro, like chill out." I was like, "All right." And then he hit me up later. He's like, "Hey, I'm sorry, dude." Like I was like, oh, "That's cool." I was like, "That's why I told you I wasn't gonna hit you up. That I'll just see you after the fight,
Yeah.
bro." But so I
Nah,
know how it
yeah, it'd
is.
be like that, man.
Yeah, no, I
Yeah.
definitely know it. So that's why I didn't take it personally. I was like, "Hey, bro, like I get it, man. You want to make sure you're on point, so you can't have no distractions. So definitely feel it.
Yeah.
All right, man. So, hey, I want to thank you for coming on, bro. I really appreciate it. I know we got your brother coming on next week. So before you go, is there anybody you want to give a shout out where they could follow you and anything you want to say to the fans for your upcoming fight and then the people of Fresno that are going to be coming out to see that card as well?
Yeah, man, I appreciate you, man. I appreciate anybody who's gonna come out and support, man, and watch me. I just want to give the fans a show. Just come out March 25th, man. Come watch me, and I'm gonna give you guys a fight.
Definitely. So everybody, March 25th, Top Rank is gonna put on a card at the Save Mart Center in Fresno. It'll be on ESPN. Raymond Muratalla, Danger Muratalla will be on there. One of the best, again, up and coming prospects. He's about to be a contender real soon. And you guys, if you miss it now, don't be saying that you watched him when he's a champion of the world. Catch him now before he gets to that level. So everybody else, I want to thank you guys for tuning in. We'll be on with his brother Gabriel Muratalla next week. So until then, man, thank you guys, and we'll see you guys soon.